Everyone, it's Dr. Rick, founder of herbal411.com. So I'm finishing, I think I'm on my 13th lap here at Swallow Cliff Stairs. This is like the only place in Illinois that you can really train or get some mimic the elevation change, at least the legs going in an incline, because Illinois is so flat. You can certainly do steps if you live in a high-rise. Not the same. Also, I'm not sure how safe that is. Here, there's a ton of people, and it's Saturday morning at 8 o'clock or something like that. So the topic I thought about discussing is heat therapy, or sauna specifically. And there's some nice data, I think Finnish study, if I'm not mistaken, nice data showing that it does help with the downstream effect for muscle protein synthesis. Endurance athletes have been found to improve their endurance or their performance if they incorporate sauna therapy. The only thing that I find, well, I don't like sauna therapy because, number one, I don't belong to a gym that has sauna in it. I don't own sauna. I have a friend or two that has one, but the benefit comes, I believe, the study showed 140 degrees at about 20 minutes as a minimum. So at that point in time, if you do it 4 times a week, at the least, 4 to 7, you should be able to improve your endurance. Not only that, there have been improvements in depression. I don't remember if it was mild, moderate, or severe depression. And then longevity. Let's just talk about plaque formation. Dementia, for those of you who are worried about it, you get Alzheimer's disease is associated with plaques in the brain. Those are usually inflammatory responses. So those of you who really read on Alzheimer's disease, you don't want to be having plaque formation. The sauna therapy supposedly increased kappa, the binding of some protein. Sorry, I don't have the details. Either that or I'm a hyperthermic now. Binding of a protein to a kappa receptor, and then changing or altering the mu receptor, increasing sensitivity to pain reception or the use of endorphins or endogenous morphine. I think that would be one thing that helps with improving your tolerance to pain. If you do use pain medicines, you can probably cut back on the amount. You have heart disease, got to get approved. And by the way, this is not, if you're not a patient of mine, then click off now. Otherwise, if you are a patient, converse with me on the Get Healthy app and I'll give you some pointers. It should all be personally planned because if you are on a water pill, it could be a problem. I think there's benefits to getting sweat going with exercise or just heat. But those of you, and I have a couple patients who can't exercise, cannot exercise because of the debilitation. This is the next best thing while you're in therapy. So I think there are benefits in the form of reducing plaque formation, number 1, helping with depression if you have it, number 2, 3, longevity, because it seems to control those same factors that fasting controls. AMPK, mTOR, even there might be downstream effects on sirtuins like Sinclair talks about. So there's no downside to this except buying sauna. So there's the traditional saunas that get you wet and hot, expensive, and I think big. Then there's infrared. But the data was on infrared, and I think it's worthwhile if it's affordable. I haven't checked the prices out. And if you have a room for it. So if you are an endurance athlete and you've maxed out on your personal record, it might be worth adding that to your training. If you can afford it and you have depression, multiple medical problems, and I think there was also data saying insulin sensitivity was increased, which is a good thing. Most people who become diabetic become insulin resistant. So I see no downside. The training I'm doing now is wiping me out. By the time I get up to the top step, tachycardic, fast heart rate, and fast breath rate. And it's a challenge, but I think it's important to put a couple layers of physical stress and temperature stress to get that hormetic effect of tolerance later on, especially if it doesn't cost too much. So maybe consider giving it a try. Those of you who have saunas, if you can comment down below how often you use it, what kind of benefits you've noticed. Awesome. And then invite me over because I'm going to try it sooner or later. Thanks for watching to this point in time. See you at the next video.